Hey everybody, welcome back to another week in my life. Now this is definitely an overdue video that needs to be posted. These are clips from December, but they're a lot of baby stuff. We went to the NFR and just getting up, making a lot of baby stuff, rocking chair, food, and different toys. And I still want to show you guys all this because I felt like it was still a very awesome week in my life. Even though it's late, there's a lot of good content. And hope you guys like it. If you did, please share it with your friends and family and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and let's get into this. So I started out this week by doing a stripping of a bunch of different baby items and different things that I needed some good washing. If you guys want, I can do the recipe. I will do this quite a lot for a bunch of different different items. I've done this with my pregnancy pillow. For this moment, I'm doing kind of our pack and play, a lot of different items because I got it off Facebook Marketplace. And I've done this with a lot of different clothes. So it's just a great item to just strip a lot of the dirt that builds up. If you get stuff like pillows and things that are used, it's a great way to pull them out and get them really clean. So next after that, I got into making my bed. Now this is a little task of its own because it's a king size bed, but I always like to put down, when I do the bottom sheet, to do the corners first that are farther away and then kind of pull up first. I don't know if that's a hack, but I've seen to have it be tighter because I hate the bubble wrinkles, whatever, in the sheets. Is that just me? I also have a duvet. And that has taken a long time to feel like I have a manageable system. If there is a better way, let me know. But I would just lay out the bottom, or I guess the filler, whatever it's called. This is not a real down, it's one of those fake synthetic ones, but it's still super warm, especially being pregnant. It is hot. I have enough blanket to put on my arms, but besides that, it's been so hot, which is weird because I used to be so cold. Anyways, back to duvet. I got this cover off Amazon and love it. It's just plain black, but I feel like it matches with whatever. But as you can also see that there must have been a sock or something that was caught in there. But I just fold this inside out, and then I will put it on top, try to match this best, and then roll it up, and then unroll it and just make sure all the corners and everything lines up, and then it's done. And then we gotta put all the pillowcases on the pillows, and I keep things pretty neutral color patterns. So today it was just a black and then a red. I do have some tan ones too, but just try to keep things as neutral as possible is my goal. And then I just stirred up some dough that I believe was for bagels and bread. So we're starting out the next morning with the bagels and bread on their second rise. So I rolled them all out and put them onto the pan, and definitely made a lot this day, but it's always nice to have them and put in the freezer. Then I want to show you guys a little bit outside. It has been such a cold winter, and it just would be so pretty to share a little bit of it with you. So after that, or some point at this day, I got in the mail our baby stroller. I got this on sale around Black Friday. As you guys know, this vlog is super late coming out, but there's still a lot of baby content, so I wanted to include it, and just fun content in general. So pulled it out of the box because of course I needed to set it up. I don't know everyone else, but I love getting baby stuff, and I just want to pull it out. If it's clothes, I want to wash it and hang it up immediately, and if it's anything else, I want to set it up and see how it works. So that's what we're doing today with this stroller. So here is me folding a bunch of baby clothes, which is one of my favorite things to do right now. This was before the baby shower, and what I actually did was get a lot of well, pretty much a full wardrobe of like 9 to 12 clothes, because as I talked to other new moms and everything, is you don't get a lot of those, and so that's what I did here, was folding all those clothes that I had gotten that were on Black Friday sale. So gonna get them all hung up so they were all ready for when he comes. Well, they will be ready because he's still not here. So this is the only shot I got this day, but this is packing for the NFR rodeo the beginning of December. So me and Logan went down for 3 nights and got to watch that, which was awesome. So that's kind of the next little bit, is a little trip to the NFR. One really fun memory, and this happened more than one night, was little man, whenever there was a rough stock event, would start kicking really hard. Not the other events, just the rough stock. So like the broncs and the bulls and the saddle broncs, and super funny. I'm like, are we gonna have a little rodeo little man? Maybe, who knows, but really interesting that he would do it just during those events. So we are back home, and I wanted to do a little more on the rocking chair cushion. So in the last vlog that I did, I would unpick the existing cover. So on one side of it, I then aligned it up to the fabric that I got. Actually, this is fabric at Walmart, so I think it's so cute and I love it. It just matches our little Western home. So I pinned this up to the fabric and then just cut it out. So I did this with both sides of the bottom cushion and the top cushion. I then pinned the 2 bottoms together and the 2 tops, and they were facing the good side, the pattern facing side together, and then pinned those up. And once they were pinned together, I just sewed around the outside of these. Now, one thing that I did do different is the original cover had a zipper, and I just decided I don't want to do a zipper. I've been sewing for forever and just don't care much for doing zippers. I've done them a couple times. Not my favorite. I don't know if there's anyone's favorite. So I decided to not do them because I also like to do like deep clean of like cushions in general and not just the outer cover. So that was kind of my thought process. So I removed the zipper part from the whole pattern. So once I sewed it up, I kind of left the top undone so that I could put the cushion back into it. The project for this day was teething rings. Now I've been wanting this for a while, and I already gotten like the wood rings off Amazon, and then I had a bunch of leftover fabric from when I made all the wild rags. And so I just used the leftover silk and kind of just cut it out in my own design. And then I took my serger and just serged the outside of it. And then it did this weird like knot pattern. And I love them and think they are the cutest. And I just cannot wait for our little man to be using them. So back to the rocking chair cover cushions thing. So before it had these little armadillos, and I decided to put them back on. So they had them in this like triangle pattern, and so I was just working on redoing them. There was one on the front, one on the back, and this was definitely not the easiest project. I wish I had some like thicker thread and needle. I didn't, so I just used normal thread and needles and did it going back and forth quite a few times to get them to go through and make sure that they stayed in place. So on this day, I was making some belly balm. So I was using coconut oil, shea butter, vitamin E oil, and then some lavender. Not lavender. I used like a citrus mix, essential oil from doTERRA. And that's what I was mixing into all of these to make a little belly balm for my belly, because my belly is itchy a lot because skin's stretching. It's just a fact of pregnancy, I guess. I was also working on a whole bunch of fruit that I freeze dried. I just put it into my food processor and ground until it was a fine powder, and then packaged it. And what I will actually do with this is, once little man is big enough to be eating solid foods, is pulling a little bit of this, putting this into a jar to feed him, put a little bit of water, and he'll have some awesome baby food that is just straight fruit that'll know exactly what's in it, and can just mix different fruits around too for it. Hope you guys liked watching this and all the different stuff that we made and did and all the adventures. There is Christmas things, because I didn't really share much Christmas because this was definitely a very late in my life. But thanks you guys for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, share with some family and friends, and subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. And I will hopefully see you guys next week. Have a great day, great night. God bless.